Hey everyone, it's Lisa again, and this is day 9 of VEDA, Vlog Every Day April. We are about a third in almost. Tomorrow will be a third in. I didn't have much to talk about today, other than this one thing which I'm about to tell you, but I decided to do a book series review today, so that I wasn't just going, I have nothing to talk about. But the one thing that I do have to tell you guys that's kind of incredibly major is my dad sent me a forward the other day, yesterday, that had this internship and was asking for applicants, and it was for video, for media, for any media intern, and it's for WEDA, but that means it's in Washington D.C. or close. It's in Virginia. It's very, very, very close to Washington D.C. And it's a paid internship, and it was asking for people with disabilities, and I do have one. I have mirroring. My hands do the same thing, if none of you know that. I've had it since I was born, so I do count. I'm not just lying to them and saying, yes, I have a disability. So there's that, and it is paid, and they're asking for applications now. So I asked Mom today if I should apply, since it is Washington D.C. and not exactly where I was originally planning to go, and she said yes. So I figured why not, and I finished up the application, and I'm getting my 2 references now. I'll be doing so Monday. So that's pretty big. That's really huge for me, because I've been planning Chicago for so long, and like been here in Dallas, that I really didn't expect a Washington D.C. thing to come. It's exciting, and I mean, it would only be 12 weeks. It's only 3 months. It's from June to August, but it's still a different place, and that would actually be kind of cool if I could go there, and if I didn't want to stay, then I could still do Chicago. But it's certainly a different area than I originally intended. Sorry about that. The laundry has been going, so I'm sorry if you could hear that rattling in the background. But now it's not. So moving on, I am reviewing the Leviathan trilogy today. And this is the second book. This is Behemoth. I hope that's how you say it. I always say that word wrong. The reason I'm not showing you the first book is because I actually have it on my iPod. I'm usually not much of a digital book reader. The Nook kind of annoys me, and all that. Those just kind of annoy me, because there's something about the feel of a book in your hands and turning the pages, and you feel prouder, or I feel prouder whenever I read a book like that. But I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. Why not order it on my iPod? So I ordered Leviathan on my iPod, and it was amazing. It was fantastic. Let me get the definition of steampunk for you. It's an amazing, amazing book, Leviathan. I finished it in under a week, which is amazing for me, because I'm just a really slow reader. I've been reading for a long time, but I read very slowly, probably because I have to get up and pace. And I don't think I'm ADD, but I kind of I get really distracted if I start thinking about a scene too hard. But it's fantastic. And it includes sketches. It's got an artist for the series, and he's amazing, and I'm so excited, because the third book comes out either this October or this October, and next year an entire art book of all the things and the people and everything comes out next year, and I'm just like so excited. But to give you an explanation of what the book is about, what the series is about, it's a steampunk universe in World War One, based in World War One. So it's a historical fiction. Reason light may have been ushered onto my face just now is because I opened my computer. I went to Urban Dictionary to get you guys a definition of steampunk because I'm not very good at describing it. And I found this perfect one. It's steampunk is a subgenre of speculative fiction, usually set in an anachronistic Victorian or quasi-Victorian alternate history setting. It could be described by the slogan, "What the past would look like if the future had happened sooner," which is fantastic to me. It includes fiction with science fiction, fantasy, or horror themes. And this one does. This is very science fiction-y. So any of you who like that or steampunk should check it out. Really, if you like World War One period, it's a fantastic series. At the end of the first book, he explains what is different from history in way of setting or plot, but he actually got very close to it. He followed the events of World War One very, very closely, just in a steampunk setting. The Leviathan is, I really don't want to give anything away for this series, but you find out in the first 20 pages that the Leviathan is this giant it's kind of like a blimp, but it's living. So the summary of the books is, the slogan of the books is, do you oil your machines or do you feed them? And that's the whole steampunk issue, is that the blimps and everything are practically like planes, just better planes than World War One had, and it's actually a living animal, a living species, many species together, and they've got sniffers, which are hounds that have 6 legs that can sniff out hydrogen to keep the plane running, to keep the blimp running, while the other side, the German side, and like the Axis and everything, are the machinists. It's Darwinists versus the machinists, and the machinists are pretty self-explanatory as well, kind of like the walkers from Star Wars, but they're so much better in the book. I am kind of biased. I don't really care for Star Wars that much, but it's amazing. It's just it's like using tanks that are mobile, that are much more mobile than ours now. And it's such a fantastic book. The characters are so driven and so well balanced and formed. It is a little bit lower than like a high level novel, just because even though they're large books or fairly large books, they've got fairly big wording, which I suppose is for the demographic. But I mean, it's not like elementary language. You're not like, this isn't exciting because I'm way past this level. It's a fantastic series. I totally recommend it. Leviathan is the first one. Behemoth, or however you say that word, is the second one. Goliath is the third. And that's all they have. I didn't tell you who it was by. It's by Scott Westerfeld, and he also wrote the Uglies series, which was a fantastic series as well. Or so I hear. I haven't read that, but I actually plan to because this series was so fantastic. So you guys should totally read it if you're into steampunk or historical fiction or sci-fi or all three. It's an amazing series, really, really lovely, and it's one of my favorite series in a long time. I'm a big Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings fan, but it has been a couple of years since I've been able to get into those, and so finding another series is fantastic. If you guys are looking for a new great series like that, read the Leviathan series. I'll probably be reading The Hunger Games soon, which I'm excited about. So I may be reviewing that as well. But happy 9th of April, and I hope you enjoyed the book review today. And I will keep you posted on the Washington, D.C. thing, and of course all my life for this month of April. So have a good weekend, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.